Hi everyone, John McClean here. Hope I don't scare you too much without the beard and the goatee and all that stuff. I'm hoping summer's going to show up sometime. Right in here in Ontario, Canada, May 5th, we still have rain and we still have snow in some places. Yip-yah. Spent the weekend down in Boston and New York, down with the Concourse Owners Group, COG. I've been a member of for many years, and although I don't have a concourse anymore, I'm still a member of the club because they're great people. And that brings me to an event that I do a lot. It's called the Border Crossing 101. This can be a lot of fun and easy, or the Border Patrol people can pretty much end your vacation, your ride for the day, for a very long time. The authority the Border Patrol has in Canada, United States, is absolutely amazing, as it should be. Those men and women are there to protect us and make sure that the laws are followed. One of the things I did this weekend is went down and did a lot of modifications to the bike. So when the bike came back, you gotta tell them. One of the most common things people think about is, well, I'll throw some tires on, they'll never home. No, I'm going to bring them home and I'm riding, so they won't know. Yeah, the little knobby things on the side kind of give it away, especially if the bike just happens to be in a trailer or the back of a pickup. The duty, from what I understand, is not the cost of the tires, but the value that the unit is worth the tires are on. Say you want to go down there with your van and throw some tires on real cheap, your duty could be 5% of what your van is worth or what your bike's worth. Even if you're over the limit, the reality is it's only 5% in Ontario you have to pay in duty. Declare it. Nothing worse than lying, because you'll be there for quite a while. And that hotel reservation you had guaranteed at the lowest price for $49.95 will probably be replaced by a cot at border security over something as simple as maybe 50 bucks. Quite often I'll buy products and take them down to the United States. Take the receipts with you with the items still in the package. I've done that. Complete set of tires, wrapped up, all ready to go down. Why hide it? Anything. Just declare what you're bringing down and why you're going down. When you get to the border, stop at the duty-free shop. Get your passport out. Put it in an inside jacket if it's raining, pocket, something, so when you come up to the booth, you can simply pull it out, hand it to them. The same time when you're waiting in line, make sure you undo your helmet. So when you pull up to the booth, turn off your bike, take your helmet off, surrender your passport. Be ready to hand in also your driver's license, ownership and insurance of the vehicle you are driving. If the bike is in the back of your pickup, they're going to want to know the license plate number, and they very well ask you for the ownership and insurance on the bike, especially if you have two and there's only one of you in the vehicle. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Paperwork is a must. When coming back, have your paperwork. I ordered a bunch of parts from Rocky Mountain Co-op. They're all behind me. The boots from Cycle Gear. The mirror extensions from Twisted Throttle down in Rhode Island. Thanks guys, had a great day. Had all the receipts for the items I bought in the United States and wrote on it US funds. The items I bought in Canada through Rocky Mountain, again, the receipts print off in US dollars. Print off your Visa card statement showing the transaction and circle it. Now you know exactly what the cost was in Canadian dollars. Bottom line, when you're coming from the United States to Canada, you've got to use 37%. So stop, pull out your cell phone, multiply whatever the US number is by 137. Be careful with the decimal point. Write it down on the receipt. If they're questioning you, they may very well request your Visa card, your MasterCard or American Express, whatever it is. And they'll go all online and check to see what the bank's actually charging you. But if you've written out ahead of time and you show them on the receipts, Your Honor, this $527 item is now $600. Yeah, because if you didn't disclose it to the officer, it will be Your Honor when you're in front of the judge. They can hold you for 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours for no reason. Why risk the problem? I love going down to the United States. I love coming home. And I have a great time riding in Canada and the United States. But for a lousy fine of $50 or duty, if you want to call it that, or, fine some people do, ransom other people call it as they rant. You bought it because you got a good deal on it. So let's be honest. If you have to buy something down there and you overpaid, or you had an unfortunate mishap and hit a bear going through the mountains and had to buy a new bike, you want to make sure it's imported properly. And trust me, that has happened on a COG event back in 2015 in Johnson City, where a fella hit a bear. He was okay, luckily. I've bought in gear that's failed on me and come up and, yeah, the jacket looks like roadkill and the pants are still kind of sparkly. Be honest with them, and chances are you'll flow right through. You won't have a problem. For Ontario residents and Canadian residents, and it's pretty much across the country as well as the United States, medical coverage is stupid, ridiculously expensive. And if you get hurt on a day ride or going down for a week to a rally, you're not going to be able to afford to pay the medical bills in Canada or United States. So you better have group insurance, and you better make sure it covers you while you're riding your motorcycle. If it doesn't, buy your own stand-alone insurance policy. To me, $2 million is a minimum requirement coverage for medical expenses. You have a heart attack in the United States and in Canada, that could cost you $500,000. For an extra $20 for a week, you can get $5 million coverage for you and your wife. Why risk your family's security? Buy the insurance. They're little things, I know, but let me tell you, when you go in and you pay your $35 like I did this weekend, actually it was $144, I had a couple sitting on a bench, one at either end. Well, their little Jeep was being inspected. There was another fellow with an old pickup truck and a nice new motorcycle in the back. He was in a little glass booth. I went in, met the officers, paid my duty, and left. I'm expecting they were there for quite some time. It's not something you want to do. Always make sure that you've got your documentation ready and you're safe so that you can travel properly. Have fun, enjoy the ride, and I hope to see you out there. I'm John McClean.